clicking the ring, exactly at the right of the subscribers box, below the like button to be notified about every new video.
The warmest of welcomes to you. We await the conclusion of the pre-game formalities. The teams then, Dynamo Kyiv against Schalke. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Lineups we've just been given. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Dynamo Kyiv picked up a handy draw in the away leg, and so we seek a definitive outcome here. Outright, on away goals, or even via penalties. Top save! That shot was travelling. Turns and goes back. What a save! Terrific reactions! Cuts it back.
Well, it's certainly a very promising start so far, but they've come up against a really solid defence. They're going to need to find just a little more guile and craft.
No, that's not the ball he wanted. Done well to tidy up the situation. Okay. Loose ball, who's going to get that? Bentaleb gets into the right position to intercept. Koroplianka looking to penetrate opposition lines. Lovely feet. Who's going to make this theirs? Goretzka. Decent enough try.
Oh, listen, I think you can understand at times that the pace of the game pressures players into split-second decisions, and sometimes they just make the wrong one, and I think he would have been better placing that.
Tries a through ball. Great ball to play him in, but he will be gutted to miss that.
And it just goes to show you how effective those through balls can be. All it needed was a better execution.
Aim forward. Chance to shoot. Saved it. Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, I can only add that he's got reflexes that are in perfect working order, Peter. That was very good to watch.
Shapes to shoot. That's a half-decent try.
Well, when it becomes that speculative, I think it requires something from the very top drawer, and he had to think a little bit more about that. In the end, he's just opted for raw power.
Looks like a good ball through. And he gobbles up the chance! Oh, that is a late call, but it's the right one.
Oh, his goal-scoring celebrations are going to be cut short. The flag was up for offside, even if the referee didn't spot it straight away.
Disappointment and relief on either side. Nothing doing. Pacioretty. Now the pass. Pumps it upfield. Now here's the through ball. Can he find a finish now? It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. That was one quality pass away from being a very decent chance. Looked very promising.
Yeah, I think the problem there was that the pass was telegraphed. An easy read for the defence.
Has a swing at it! Oh, surely that deserved better.
I think there's always that danger that the defence can get exploited in that way. That must have served as a real wake-up call to them.
It so nearly came off for him.
He's been a joy to watch, and that didn't miss by much. He'll be back.
Looks to slip it through. A chance! Oh, good hand from the keeper. And he nearly went all the way.
Well, after such an exciting run, I really thought, Peter, he was going to round it off in style.
Massive leap! Goal! Schalke! They have edged ahead overall. A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
Well, as contact goes, that was tremendous, and it helped him to direct it exactly where he wanted into that net. I think when it comes to the aerial department, this fella is definitely no slouch.
Dynamo Kyiv concede the lead and are no longer in control. Goes for the cross. Smart save. Oh, great save, real class.
Keeper has shown great concentration there. I think his anticipation pretty much did the trick for him.
Out to safety. He's gone for it! It's a long forward pass. Has a pop! Oh, he's really drilled it. Through. Okay. Decides to play it back. Fires from distance. And that has skinned the post.
And that was more than a decent attempt. Perhaps it deserved better too.
Going to be the final action of the first half.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Here we go again.
Well, it seems like the perfect situation for fortune favouring the brave. 45 minutes to pack in enough risk-taking to get this match turned around. It's very doable.
Turns and goes back. Good idea, just poorly executed. And the counter is on. Oh, it's opened up nicely for him. Can he put it away? Goretzka. Dinks one in. It's out of play for a goal kick. Cacciaridi gathers from the goal kick. Well, needless to say, he was expecting a better ball than that. A real chance to break. Up for the header! Spoon forward. Well, they can break here. He's away! Vida boots it upfield. Tried to play it through.
Yeah, it was a case of good awareness too. That wasn't quite matched by the right weight of pass. It only needed just a little bit more behind it, and he was through.
Hits one! It's come loose. Konoplyanka. Looks like a good ball through. Chance! Looking to force his way through. Can he finish? And that really should have hit the net.
Look, they haven't had that many shooting opportunities against this defence, but along with some patience now, they need to find a bit more invention and craft.
It into the area. It's well blocked and back out it comes. Tries to get it forward quickly. He's picked him out. Oh, he's found him in space. Oh, and that should have been two.
Oh, it should have been the clincher, Peter, and he'll be kicking himself for not taking the pressure off.
Oh, that's great stuff from him.
I would agree. It's tremendous play. He's full of belief and imagination and hard to contain.
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Well, it was the early through ball that almost caught everyone out in that instance, all but for our flag-waving assistant referee.
Are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
Well, the easy thing to do at this late stage, Peter, is to let heads go down, but these lads have other ideas.
Should have equalised.
Oh, that's a huge save to pull off there. Those moments can have a big influence on a game too. He's kept them in front.
Thrust towards the front line. And the through ball is intercepted. Oh, it's Morozuk, and the flag has stayed down. Wonderful quick feet.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been the most eye-catching goal we'd seen. Ultimately, the numbers prevented him from scrambling it in.
Tries a through ball. Can he find a finish now? Cut out in the nick of time. Is it out of harm's way? Goes for goal! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, for me, he had a very decent crack at it, but it has to be said that the odds on those from distance were never really that good, and you'd always favour the keeper in that instance.
That's a poor kick. That's it! They are out! So it hasn't happened. No first leg cushion, now second leg defeat, and they are done for. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Look, it's the end of an adventure that will have taught them a great deal about how to handle these games in the future. If losing does make you stronger, they'll certainly be back.